Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on Ruposhi News Channel. We're back with more tributes. In this video, we have a list of American singers who passed away in the last few days or just recently. Number 1. Liam Payne. According to Buenos Aires police, Liam Payne, a former member of the boy band One Direction, died after falling from the third story of a hotel. His age was 31. According to the police statement given to CNN, Payne passed away on Wednesday at a hotel on Costa Rica Street in the Palermo area. Police in Buenos Aires reported that after receiving a 911 call regarding an angry guy who may have been under the influence of alcohol or drugs, officers from the 14B police station visited the hotel on Wednesday afternoon. That individual was not identified as Payne in the police statement. Videos from the October 2nd performance of his former bandmate Niall Horan have been shared on social media, showing Payne in Argentina. Videos shared on his Snapchat show that he recently celebrated his 31st birthday in the UK. Payne is the youngest of 3 children and was born in Wolverhampton, West Midlands. He studied music technology at the City of Wolverhampton College, from which he graduated. Being a member of the well-known British boy band One Direction was Payne's most well-known role. After each member participated in the UK edition of the reality competition show The X Factor, the band, which also featured Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Louis Tomlinson, and Horan, was initially formed in 2010. Both Payne's and his former One Direction bandmates' representatives have been contacted by CNN for comment. Regarding the group's songwriting and performances, Payne stated in a 2015 interview with Entertainment Weekly, "I do love being on stage." He claimed that co-writing their song What a Feeling was his greatest accomplishment. "Louis and I sat and wrote that one together, and it was a big one," Payne said. "It just sort of fell into place. The music of Fleetwood Mac served as its inspiration. It's simply a pleasant driving gridlock. Picture traveling down the coast." In 2015, One Direction declared that they will be taking a break. Later, in 2019, Payne's first solo album, LP1, was published. Payne revealed in May 2023 that he was planning a tour and that he was really excited about the new record he was working on. He had previously discussed his prior battles with substance misuse and his plans to finish treatment and stay sober for 6 months in the summer of 2023. In September of the same year, the tour was supposed to begin in South America, but Payne had to postpone the dates due to a kidney infection. Payne's song Teardrops was released in March of this year. Payne and Cheryl Cole, a former member of the Girls Aloud singing group, welcomed a kid together in 2017. Payne discussed his feelings of love and affection for his son Bear in a 2023 YouTube video. "He's fantastic. He's maturing too rapidly," Payne said at the time. "He's much smarter than I ever will be. He is amazing." Number 2. Libby Titus. At the age of 77, Libby Titus, the singer-songwriter best remembered for her song Love Has No Pride, passed away on Sunday. She later married Steely Dan's Donald Fagen. No cause of death was given. Fagen posted an announcement on Steely Dan's website about her passing. He commented, "On October 13th, my lovely wife, Libby Titus Fagen, passed away surrounded by family. We appreciate you remembering us and protecting our privacy during this difficult time." Levon Helm, a member of the band and Titus's boyfriend in the late 1960s and early 1970s, was the father of singer-songwriter Amy Helm, who Titus was the mother of. 2 solo albums, both titled Libby Titus, were released during Titus's brief career in 1968 and 1977. Songs like The Fool on the Hill and You Didn't Have to Be So Nice were covered on the first album. Titus co-wrote 4 of the songs on the second, more well-known album, which also featured a list of producers that included Paul Simon, Robbie Robertson, Carly Simon, and Phil Ramone. She worked as a songwriter and backing vocalist in between the 2 albums, and after co-writing Love Has No Pride with Eric Kaz, she saw a breakthrough. Titus also collaborated as a songwriter with Dr. John, Carly Simon, and Burt Bacharach. On October 15, 1977, during the 3rd season of Saturday Night Live, the Woodstock, New York native made an appearance as a musical guest. Prior to Steely Dan's reunion, Titus performed with the Rock and Soul Revue and assisted Fagen in founding the group. Barry Titus was Titus's first spouse. She married Fagen in 1993, the year he released his solo album Kamakiriad, following her relationship with Helm. After a rumored violent incident with Titus in 2016, Fagen was taken into custody in New York City. A few weeks later, Fagen and Titus appeared to be getting back together, as prosecutors agreed to drop the charges if he avoided legal issues for a year. Despite false reports in the press, we're happily married, the couple said in a statement. The pair never had children together, but Titus and her husband Barry Titus had a boy, Ezra, and a daughter, Amy Helm. 2009 saw Ezra's suicide death. In previous interviews, Amy Helm discussed the influence of both her father and mother. In 2021, she said to Relix, "She also influenced me a lot. She made sure to complete my musical education by introducing me to singer-songwriters Joni Mitchell, Laura Nyro, and Brenda Russell. Their singing was very different from the soul music I had been listening to, and their poetry was ferocious. Aretha Franklin made care to introduce me to other singers, but I fell in love with her and never looked back." Number 3. Cissy Houston. Cissy Houston, a two-time Grammy winner and the mother of the late Whitney Houston, passed away. She performed with such legendary artists as Aretha Franklin and Elvis Presley. She was 91. According to her daughter-in-law, Pat Houston, who spoke to the Associated Press, Houston passed away Monday morning in her New Jersey home while receiving hospice care for Alzheimer's disease. The family was all around the well-known gospel singer. "Pain and sorrow abound in our souls." In a statement, Pat Houston said, "We lost the matriarch of our family." The contributions her mother-in-law has made to popular music and culture, she noted, are unparalleled. "In our lives, Mother Cissy has been a powerful and imposing presence. A woman of strong faith and conviction who was deeply invested in community, ministry, and family. Her more than 7 decades of performing and entertaining will always hold a special place in our hearts." Alongside Doris Troy and her niece Dee Dee Warwick, Houston was a member of the popular vocal quartet known as the Sweet Inspirations. The trio provided backing vocals for a number of soul singers such as Dionne Warwick, Lou Rawls, Otis Redding, and the Drifters. The Sweet Inspirations provided background vocals for the Jimi Hendrix Experience's 1967 song Burning of the Midnight Lamp, and made an appearance on Van Morrison's Brown-Eyed Girl. Houston worked on Franklin's timeless song Ain't No Way that same year. Following the group's 1969 Las Vegas concert with Presley, Houston's final appearance with the Sweet Inspirations took place. The group's biggest R&B hit, Gotta Find a Brand New Lover, was written by Gamble and Huff's production team and featured on their 5th album, Sweet Sweet Soul. It was recorded during her last session with the group. The trio occasionally went on live concert engagements with Franklin around that time. Houston quit the Sweet Inspirations to pursue a successful solo career after the group's success and 4 albums together. Over the course of her career, Houston recorded over 600 songs in a variety of genres and became a popular session vocalist. Her voice can be heard on songs by a variety of singers, such as Roberta Flack, Paul Simon, Luther Vandross, Beyoncé, Chaka Khan, Donny Hathaway, Jimi Hendrix, and her daughter. Burt Bacharach's solo album from 1971 featured Houston's trademark vocals on songs like Mexican Divorce, All Kinds of People, and One Less Bell to Answer. She sang a number of standards, including the popular tune Evergreen by Barbra Streisand. Houston received Grammys in the Best Traditional Soul Gospel Album category for her albums Face to Face in 1997 and He Leadeth Me the following year. Houston wrote 3 works, including He Leadeth Me, Remembering Whitney, A Mother's Story of Life, Loss, and the Night the Music Stopped, and How Sweet the Sound, My Life with God and Gospel. Cissy Houston began her career in 1938 when she formed the Drinkard 4, a gospel group that made 1 album, with her brother Larry and brother Nicky and sister Ann. She eventually served as the minister of sacred music at New Hope Baptist Church, where she was a member. Out of 8 children, Houston was the youngest. Houston spoke on behalf of the family, saying, "We are touched by your generous support and your outpouring of love during our profound time of grief. We humbly ask for our privacy during this trying time.